So this is a comparison between the gut of a healthy baby from a NEC baby. So in the steady state, in the healthy baby who has been exposed to breast milk, lot of protective factors like IgA, human milk oligosaccharides, endothelial growth factors, IL-10, lactoferrin, lysozyme. So all these are antibacterials, isn't it? So this will help in establishment of the good gut microbiome like bifidobacterium and lactobacillus enriched ones. What happens in NEC is the baby has not been fed with mother's milk. It can be formula or it can be any mammalian milk which has been fed. So what happens, this good gut microbacteria will be replaced by pathogenic microbiome like Proteobacter, UPEC, etc. So this will start triggering the toll-like receptor 4 cells, and that will increase the inflammation. So there are a lot of macrophages here, dendritic cells and monocyte macrophage inflammation, etc., neutrophilic inflammation. So all these will result in an inflammatory cascade. So this is again the similar one. A healthy baby is one very little risk factor, like a full term baby breastfed, no antibiotics, healthy microbiota, which is at not at all at risk for NEC. Whereas a preterm baby who is not breastfed, who has been given antibiotics, there is gut dysbiosis because of that, will be at risk of NEC. Here you can see that these are all pathogenic mycobacterium, will trigger these toll-like receptors in this intestinal epithelial cells. So more and more of inflammatory cells are present. Here you can see more macrophages are seen, more and more dendritic cells are seen, and these are undergoing necrosis also. So lot of neutrophilic exudates are present. Okay, so this is the neck pathogenesis. This is very important. So now the inflammation, I have told you that the inflammation in neck is not just confined to the local area, but there can be a systemic inflammation also. This is the basis of this so-called gut-brain crosstalk. The newborns who have been recovered from neck are still under a risk of neurodevelopmental impairment because of this gut and brain crosstalk. So what is this gut and brain crosstalk is, whenever there is an NEC, this inflammatory mediators crosses the blood-brain barrier, it reaches the brain. It injures the developing central nervous system. So whatever the supporting cells, the microglia is a supporting cell in the central nervous system, right? So the microglia homeostasis is disturbed, it gets activated, it immediately bursts and gives a lot of release of inflammatory cytokines. It causes release of reactive oxygen species. The myelination is affected because of this. So what happens is the resultant brain injury, and because the oligodendrocyte is affected, there is hypomyelination. Because of the gut-brain crosstalk, which is ultimately, it leads on to neurodevelopmental impairment in these babies. So these are the toll-like receptor 4. Whenever there is a genetic variant, it results in the inflammatory cascade.